The night is quiet. You are alone. Suddenly, you hear a noise. Is it the wind? Or is it something more sinister? We love to tell stories. Scary stories are the best. Urban legends are like those scary stories we tell around a campfire. They are about strange and frightening things. But are they true? Let's find out. These stories are passed down by word of mouth. They often involve mysterious disappearances, vengeful spirits, or terrifying creatures. No one knows for sure where they started, but they spread quickly, and they often change a little each time they are told. Imagine driving down a deserted road late at night. You see a lone figure hitchhiking. You decide to give them a ride, but when you reach their destination, they have vanished. This is the story of the vanishing hitchhiker. It is one of the most famous urban legends. The story has many versions, but the basic details remain the same. A young woman asks for a ride. She gives an address, but when the driver arrives, she is gone. Sometimes the driver finds a piece of clothing belonging to the hitchhiker, or they learn that the hitchhiker died many years ago. The legend likely originated in the early 20th century with the rise of automobiles. It reflects our anxieties about the open road and the strangers we meet along the way. Another popular urban legend is the Hookman, a tale that has sent shivers down the spines of many. It takes place on Lover's Lane, a secluded spot where couples go to be alone, seeking privacy and intimacy away from prying eyes. But danger lurks in the shadows, waiting to strike when least expected. A killer, with a hook for a hand, stalks the area, preying on unsuspecting lovers. The story usually goes like this, a chilling narrative that has been passed down through generations. A young couple is parked in their car, enjoying a quiet moment together. They hear a news report on the radio about an escaped killer with a hook for a hand, heightening the tension in the air. The boyfriend, trying to sound brave, dismisses the warning and continues to be affectionate with his girlfriend, trying to keep the mood light. Suddenly, they hear a scratching sound on the car, a noise that sends chills down their spines. They flee in terror, their hearts pounding, only to find a bloody hook hanging from the car door handle when they reach safety, a gruesome reminder of their narrow escape. The Hookman may have originated in the 1950s, a time of great social change and uncertainty. It reflects the anxieties of the Cold War era and fears of outside threats, capturing the collective unease of the time. The story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of being alone in secluded places, a warning that resonates even today. Section 4. Cropsey. Fact blurs with fiction on Staten Island. Sometimes, urban legends are inspired by real events and they take on a life of their own, growing and evolving over time. This is the case with the Cropsey legend from Staten Island, New York, a tale that has haunted the community for decades. The story revolves around the abandoned Willowbrook Mental Institution, a place with a dark and troubled history. Locals say that an escaped patient named Cropsey lives in the tunnels beneath the institution, lurking in the shadows. Cropsey is described as a boogeyman-like figure who kidnaps children, a terrifying presence that parents warn their kids about. The legend became intertwined with the real-life crimes of Andre Rand, a man whose actions blurred the lines between myth and reality. Rand was a drifter who lived near Willowbrook in the 1970s and 1980s, a time when fear and uncertainty gripped the area. He was convicted of kidnapping and is suspected in the disappearances of several children, adding a chilling layer to the Cropsey legend. The Cropsey legend shows how real-life events can become intertwined with folklore, creating a narrative that is both fascinating and horrifying. It highlights our fears about the unknown and the places where the line between reality and nightmare blurs, reminding us of the power of stories to shape our perceptions. Section 5. The Legends We Tell, a reflection of our fears. Why are we drawn to these chilling tales? Urban legends, despite their often gruesome details, serve a purpose. They reflect our deepest fears and anxieties. They give us a way to cope with the uncertainties of life. For example, the vanishing hitchhiker reflects our unease about trusting strangers. The Hookman taps into our fears of violence and the unknown. Urban legends are like modern-day fables. They teach us lessons about the dangers that lurk in the shadows. They remind us to be careful. They give us a thrill of fear without putting us in actual danger. In a way, they help us confront our fears. Section 6. The enduring power of urban legends. Urban legends continue to circulate in the digital age. Social media and the internet have only accelerated their spread. New legends emerge, reflecting the anxieties of the 21st century. Stories about creepypastas, haunted video games, and internet challenges keep us up at night. The way we share these stories has changed, but their power to frighten and intrigue remains the same. Urban legends endure because they tap into something primal. They remind us that even in our modern world, there are still things that go bump in the night. Section 7. The line between fact and fiction. So, are urban legends true? This question has puzzled many for generations. The answer is rarely simple. It often lies somewhere in the gray area. Most urban legends have no basis in fact. They are often just stories passed down through time. They are products of imagination, folklore, and the power of storytelling. These tales evolve with each retelling, but some are inspired by real events. A kernel of truth can spark a legend, and the line between fact and fiction can become blurred over time. Memories fade and details change. Whether true or not, urban legends continue to fascinate us. They capture our imagination and curiosity. They remind us that the world is a mysterious place, full of unknowns and hidden stories. They teach us lessons about safety and the importance of listening to our instincts. Often, they carry moral messages, and they give us a chilling glimpse into the dark side of human imagination, a place where fears and fantasies collide. So next time you hear a spooky story, remember the power of urban legends. They are more than just tales. They are more than just scary stories. They are windows into our collective psyche. They are reflections of ourselves and the world we live in. They show us our fears, hopes, and the mysteries we yearn to understand.